Okay, now we're back to the conversation of Cinco de Mayo here in Texas and Mexico, the state of Coahuila. It does beg the question whether the Cinco de Mayo is really an event that really should be celebrated, because here in Mexico there's hardly a soul here that's celebrating Cinco de Mayo. And yet in the United States, at least in other states, the Cinco de Mayo event has pretty much been seen like the 4th of July, which to me is really something that merits conversation in all the communities, and especially in Oregon. But for the last couple of nights, there were some events here. There were food booths, there was music, there was not one patriotic event per se. It was everything about drinking and eating, that's about it. But there was nothing to really commemorate the Battle of Puebla, which I think that for anyone who's Mexican, or for everyone who's promoting Cinco de Mayo, should really be looking at the question of importance. And I'm not going to convince anyone, but I have convinced myself. ¿Qué pasó? Well, I'm sorry guys, but I turned off my recorder. Okay, I have convinced myself that this event really needs to be reviewed by all entities, because the worst thing that we can do is to give something like Cinco de Mayo the importance that it's been receiving for many years, and yet not give any importance to other events. So on the 5th of May, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's pretty warm, and that's the reason I'm wearing my hat and my sunglasses. But I'd like to say that we had a good time in Piedras Negras, we had a good time in Eagle Pass, and we look forward to our trip back to Oregon, where I know it's going to take me many hours to distill all the information and try to convey an observation that really is, I'd like to underscore, it's an observation by Miguel Salinas, historiador, por medio de mi página web, www.texmexorusa.org. Así de que mañana vamos a tener otras entrevistas. We're going to have more interviews tomorrow. But at this point in time, as you can see, this is evident, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cinco de Mayo, okay? And I stand here and I cannot believe it. And I'm going to ask my wife to sweep the camera to the right and sweep the camera to the left. And there's not one soul. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. We're the only ones here. Now, the night before last and the last night, it was only in the evening that there were people, and they had like a garage sale, Saturday market type thing, on the upper side. But aside from that, there wasn't anything commemorative. Nothing really. There were no flags. There were no speeches. There was no VIPs. Very important people. And all I can say is that this demonstrates that I believe that Cinco de Mayo merits some conversation across our country. So thank you so much for being patient with me, and our technical difficulties, are with us as always. But this is Miguel Salinas y Lidia Salinas. Se despiden aquí del puente del centro, dividiendo México con los Estados Unidos, o Coahuila con Texas, o Piedras Negras en El Águila, or better known as Eagle Pass. Thank you very much.